Ready, talk that boxing. Mr. A here, doing a breakdown and prediction for Jamontay Clark versus Ivan Gulop. It's on the undercard of Robert Easter Jr. versus Denis Shafikov. PBC on Bounce TV, June 30th, 2017. This is a very intriguing matchup for me. You got a 5'11", 68 reach versus a 6'2", 80-inch reach at 147 pounds. Wow, right? Please subscribe. Thank you for your support. How is that possible? But hey, Robert Easter Jr. is at 154, 5'11", with a 76-inch reach. Jamontay Clark, 6'2", 80-inch reach. All right, breakdown. Jamontay Clark, how can you not use that advantage, that height, and that jab? Stay tall. He's gonna have to stay tall. Stay thunderous behind it. Snap it. There's no reason there should be any clinching in this fight. There should be no clinching in this fight. Ivan shouldn't even come close to him. Jamontay Clark just had to snap the jab, keep turning him, maybe take a step back uppercut, fight on the back foot a little bit, draw Ivan in, make him reach, check her left hook, check uppercut, or just pump the jab. It's a very basic sensu keys for that breakdown for Jamontay Clark. The only thing he has to really worry about is don't get caught with your chin up. Don't disengage straight back with your hands down. Don't get lackadaisical and disengage straight up and down with your hands down and get caught with overhand counter right. That's all he really has to worry about. Now, as for Ivan Gulop, he's actually, even though I'm talking all this good stuff on Jamontay Clark, the fights I've seen him in, people didn't understand that range, didn't know how to get behind it, didn't know how to get in front of it, behind it. You know, they just stayed right within the battle range of it, and they got ate up. Now, Ivan Gulop, he looks like he's pretty good at judging ranges and fighting within an opponent who has a longer range. From the fights I've seen him, he's able to stay out of the range and make the opponent reach in time enough to jump in, counter it, and then escape back out. And he escapes out to the side, or he goes back, but not at a straight line back. He go low or have his chin protected. Now, in doing so, he works the body good, Ivan Gulop. He understands that when he counters a lengthier reach, counter under it, he attacked the body pretty good on his counters. Now, in doing so, I think Ivan's either going to continue to kind of box on the back foot, kind of make Jamontay overextend that jab and hope to counter either under it or over it. Like this fight, I have a feeling is going to go in a similar pattern. If you ever seen Arielanes Lara versus Paul Williams, the Punisher versus the American Dream. You got a hard hitter, tall guy with a lengthy, devastating jab and overhand right versus a fairly decent small guy, average guy with boxing ability. But Lara was able to time that length and counter that length and the height with overhand rights all day. Now, we know he didn't get that decision. You could go watch that fight yourself and see it. But I think that's what this fight is going to be like, with Gulop being Lara and, of course, Jamontay being Paul Williams. Now, that being said, my prediction is going to be how that fight went. That was the breakdown, Mr.A's prediction right here on RT Boxing. Please subscribe. Mr.A got, I don't know who's the upset on this one because they're both kind of unknown. But for me, I would say favorite is Jamontay Clark with that height and reach. So I'm going to go with Mr.A right here on RT Boxing. Please subscribe. Prediction time. Let's hit that table. Let's hit that table. It is Ivan Gulop is my prediction. I think he's going to counter and time that length. And I actually think he's going to knock Jamontay Clark out like in round 5, 6. I think it's going to be a shocker. Early 5-6 round knockout by 4, Ivan Gulop. Right here, Mr. A making that prediction. Thank you. Please subscribe. Remember, this fight is Ivan Gulop versus Jamontay Clark on undercard of Robert Easter Jr. versus Denis Shafikov. PBC on onBounce TV, June 30th. Check it out. And we'll see if I can make a prediction right or a laughing stock once again. I'm not too good at these predictions, but it's part of the fun. Mr. A is out. Thank you for your support.